What's going on, guys? It's Nando back again with one more video, and thank you for watching things we actually like about the Surface Duo, because there are things that we like about it. But if you watch that video, like I said I was going to do, I have another video for you guys, and in this video we're going to be talking about things that I don't like. There are things that stand out to me. I'm not going to be the first one to tell you this. I'm going to hopefully give you guys a different kind of impression and a different kind of viewpoint on these things. But there are a couple things about the Surface Duo that I don't like, and I really just want to get them off my chest. Quite frankly, I think it focuses more around the fact that this device right here becomes less of a smartphone, and that's where my issues with this thing lies, okay? Really, there's three things about this device that I'm not enjoying so far, and it might be a deal breaker for me, okay? I'm going to focus on camera. I'm not going to touch a lot on it. I don't need 5, 6, 10 minutes of camera footage to show you. I'm not going to be doing that. You guys can go to other channels for that. But camera's one of them. Software is the other. And then the most important one for me is using this as a phone, okay? In the video that I made that focused on things that I liked about this device, I talked about how I feel like this is more of a smart tablet than it is a smartphone, and I'm still hanging on to that belief. And what I mean by that is when using this device as a phone, okay, when actually turning it around, flipping it over, you know, putting the earpiece up to your ear to use this, and I think I have this actually backwards. Yep, I do. This is not a great experience. All right, so you've got on the right side here, you've got the fingerprint scanner, right, power button, and volume rocker. When you want to make a phone call, you're gonna put the earpiece right here, and you got to flip this thing around. Here's where some issues lie. Right now, the software's kind of working. As you can see, it showed me that I can double tap, but I can't right now, so it really depends on like how quickly I turn this around, and then you have that split second to double tap it, and then you have to come back around, and then you have another couple split seconds to double tap it there. That's insignificant, but that is one thing. The problem lies that this is a very squarish phone, very squarish piece of tech. Not taking away from the hardware. The hardware is fantastic. I love it. I raved about it in the video talking about things I like. But when using it as a phone, you need big hands. And these are some sharp edges. It's not a very comfortable experience. Couple that with the fact that the software in its current state, okay, and I'm sure it'll get better, is laggy. When you're going to messages, when you're trying to make phone calls, and then you're trying to interact with this thing, and then when you're done, you got to go ahead and obviously unfold this again. Then you're back to this posture, and then from here you're engaging again as to what you're doing. Of course, you can continue to use it as this, but I'm sure everyone at some point is going to want to use that second screen. All right. So at some point, sooner, probably rather than later, you're going to be turning this back around, and you're going to be using this device like this. All right. And if you don't have a case on it, the hinge is so good that your hands kind of, you really got to grip it well. You run the risk of dropping it, breaking it, some kind of damage. Okay. So you make your phone call, you do your text message. You can text like this a lot easier than you can make a phone call. And you can make a phone call like this too. But when you're actually using it to your ear to make a phone call, and see, that's the issues with the software right there. You want to have this point right here, up to your ear. The experience of making a phone call isn't even my biggest gripe, right? My biggest issue is this. Y'all see that? There's absolutely no screen on the outside. Nothing. Not even a small little piece of glass that tells me time. Nothing tells me notifications. Nothing tells me who's calling me. Nothing tells me who's texting me. And that is single-handedly the reason why I'm considering returning this phone. I like the idea of being able to close this off and kind of get away from my notifications. What I don't like is the idea of not knowing if someone's calling or texting me. I don't like the idea of having to have a smartwatch in order to know or see or monitor who is engaging or who's calling me. Tons of other reviewers have mentioned, hey, this device is perfect. Why? Because it enables you to get a smartwatch. Smartwatch is a perfect companion device with this phone. I shouldn't have to have a smartwatch in order to keep up with the notifications that I'm having. If I don't want a smartwatch, I don't have a smartwatch. You know what I mean? So in order for me to check my notifications, I legit have to open this. I have to engage with it. I have to open it. I have to unlock it. I have to check who's, sending me messages or see right there. You guys see that? For some reason, see, you saw that lag? I'm glad you guys caught that on camera. So things like that, and I'll touch base with software in a second, are issues that I'm having. But back to the whole as a phone, right? I don't want to have to open this up. I don't want to have to get to this posture when I just want to check a quick notification. This whole peeking thing, that doesn't tell me anything. I don't see anything. I have to still unlock it and then check to see what's going on. And I don't like that. That is something that the Galaxy Z Fold and Z Fold 2 don't have an issue with, even the Galaxy Z Flip, and I think there's a couple other ones out there. Being able to actually use the device when when still folded, is, to me, right now, the biggest reason why I'm considering returning this device, and I'm leaning towards it, and I probably will. I wish that I don't need this to be the kind of display that the Galaxy Z Fold 2 is. Don't get me wrong. I don't even need to be able to, watch YouTube on my front screen or check my Instagram feed. I don't need that. But if I could have a very brief, small little panel that could show me if someone's calling me, if someone texted me, and hell, even if I can't reply directly to it, right? Even if I didn't have a way to engage, but just seeing it and then choosing to open up and engage with it is up to me. That's what I wish this had. It doesn't have it. And I knew it. I knew it going in. What I didn't know was how much I was going to miss that. All right. I miss being able to have, this is the S20 Ultra next to me and being able to double tap, see what's going on. And when we have it like this, we can't really do much with it either. But I can at least see, okay, I got a WhatsApp message, my Fitbit is telling me something, and I have 25% battery left, right? I didn't engage with it. I saw it. I wish this phone had that. So then that leaves us with software experience and camera. The camera is not good. The camera's bad. Again, because there's one of them, I have to constantly do this and constantly do that, and I don't like that. In my opinion, that gives more room for error in terms of user error. In other words, if it slips out of my hand, more moving parts, not a very clean experience. It's not intuitive, right? Selfie camera like this, then it's camera like that, back, forth, back, forth. Obviously, Samsung fixes that issue with their Z Fold and all their cameras. Microsoft, I'm 100% sure, is going to put some sort of camera on the outside at some point as well. That's got to be like a next-gen thing. But currently, it's not, and that's heck annoying. On top of that, it's not a very good camera. It's okay. It's not very good. Stabilization is not very good. Even with it turned on, it's not very good. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It is what it is. If you're someone who doesn't care about camera, great. If you're someone who needs to take great photos, this ain't it. And if someone that can get by with okay photos, maybe this is for you. But I don't like it. It's a huge downgrade coming from my S20 Ultra, my Note 20 Ultra, my iPhones in the past. Hell, my iPad has a better camera than this. Someone made a comment in my video talking about the things that I liked about this, and they said, hey, iPads and Samsung tablets right now have great cameras, so there's really no excuse why Microsoft can't put a better camera in a device that costs more than an iPad or a Samsung tablet. Great point, and I feel the same exact way. And then lastly, software. The software, for all the things that it does that I like and all the things that it does with these two displays, it just feels unfinished. It feels rushed. It feels like they could have done and will do more with it. And that's not because I haven't figured out how to use the gestures, okay? You're doing like that to pull up the all your apps, and then you're pulling from the bottom to bring up, your most recent apps. But it's that lag. It's that little bit of inconsistency. It's apps not turning on when they should. It's screens flipping and things of that nature that don't happen as quick as you want. It's things that I'm not used to when I'm coming from an iPhone or I'm coming from a Samsung phone with top of the line specs that cost a little bit less than this. That's my issue. It's when I go from this to my iPad Pro and my iPad Pro is just blazing. It's when I go from this from my Galaxy S20 Ultra and it's just blazing fast. That's where I'm having my issues. And it could be because it's not enough RAM. It could be because it's last year's Snapdragon. I don't want to think that's the case because those things aren't huge issues. Apple doesn't like to put a lot of RAM in their devices, and we don't have that issue, which means it's software optimization. And I feel like Microsoft just quickly put something together to get it out to the masses. I think that says a lot when it comes to the fact that they didn't allow early adopters to go ahead and review the software. I think they knew that it was going to deter people from potentially buying this device, and they wanted to focus on the positives, which was obviously and is the hardware. So far, I don't hate the software, but it's enough for me to mention it in a dislikes video. So with that being said, guys, that's really it. Camera, software, and actually using this as a smartphone. If this could give me a little bit better camera, if this software was much more finely tuned, and more importantly, if I could somehow see notifications on this, then I would absolutely buy this, because I do have a huge issue trying to, I'm looking for reasons to keep this, and it's very expensive for me to keep it and not love it. All right. I just got my Note 20 Ultra in the mail. I'm still using my S20 Ultra, and I have my iPad Pro that I use on a daily basis. And I wish this was going to replace a lot of that. All right. Or at least the iPad portion. But it's just too much money. It's too much money. $1,501 US after taxes here. And I can't just have that much money sitting there for me to just not love. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't. With that being said, guys, please let me know in the comment section below what you're thinking about this device. You've seen the video in terms of likes. Now you've seen the video in terms of dislikes. I'm going to be doing a final review. It won't be as long as this, because it's basically going to be reviewing both of those videos that I've just made. With that being said, let me know in the comment section below, again, if there's things that you want me to check, if there's things that stand out to you guys. Have you bought it? Will you buy it? Or are you passing it? And man, the longer I wait, the more I want that Galaxy Z Fold 2. I will be making some review videos on the Note 20 Ultra as well, so stay tuned for that. Like always, stay geeky. I'll catch you guys in the next video. It was Nando. Peace, salute, and adios.